So I'm out here on the balcony, working on finishing up these speakers, but I guess I should mention kind of the process of how I got here. I'm just gonna finish up a little bit of the shaping, but I learned about this on YouTube. They're called DML speakers, or distributive mode loudspeakers, or just panel speakers. It uses this thing right here, which is an audio exciter by Dayton Audio. I think other companies have them too, but these were the ones that were readily available. I got a pair of them for $25. The principle behind it is you stick them, they have some adhesive, you stick them to a thing, or anything really. It doesn't have to be this. And it will, when you provide power and signal, it will vibrate just like a normal speaker would vibrate. But instead of vibrating the disc membrane in a traditional speaker, it vibrates this entire board to produce the sound at whatever signal you're sending. So it'll play music, anything you want. But since this is such a large, very light, rigid material, it actually produces a really good sound. Like I'm gonna film later after I finish the touching up here, just kind of how they sound. You're supposed to suspend them in air, like you mount it, suspend it in air, and then let it vibrate freely. I don't have anywhere to suspend it or hang it or anything like that right now. So, and I'm going to be moving into a new apartment soon. I don't really want to hang anything up here and now, so I'll wait till then. But for now, just kind of a proof of concept to show you that they work. I'm going to like videotape just kind of the sound they actually produce. I got two of these panels. They sound best in stereo. You notice this exciter is actually not centered. It's actually at the 3/5, 2/5 mark. This is 3/5 of the board. This is 2/5 of the board. And then I measured also this way, 3/5, 2/5, and where those points intersect is where you want to put one of the speakers or the exciters, because of resonance with the actual board itself. That gets into the audio science of how this works. It's not really important. Just one is going to be centered, one is off-centered, so that they don't have like really high peaks in sound at certain frequencies, just to even out the sound profile when they are in operation. So basically these panels are insulation panels, insulated foam panels that you can get at the hardware store. I messed up here, that's what I'm going to clean up right now. They're an inch thick, I think, or was it half an inch? I don't remember. Thick, and they're 2 foot by 2 foot. You round off the corners, this is for better sound, round off the corners, and you see how this has a glossy finish on it? Well, on the opposite side, you want to sand down that glossy finish. Then you want to round these corners. Rounding of the corners isn't necessary, but it helps make them more visually appealing. But this does help with the sound profile that they actually make. So right now I'm just gonna take this knife, shave off a little bit more of these corners, because I want these to be more rounded for visual appeal. And also the other board I did that same thing, so it's a little bit more rounded. They don't look the same. And then sand it down a little bit. And so I'm gonna do that. And then I'll show you what it looks like after I do that. And then I'll get it plugged in and show you how they sound. Oh, by the way, these are plants. My plants. These are fuzzy. Alright, so I have these panels set up. Well, okay, this is the one I just sanded right here. I just plugged it in. I made these 6-foot speaker cables with some plugs at the end, just to make it easier. Just gonna move down. Got the set up. Now, you may wonder, what do I plug them into? Well, that's just this little speaker amp here. I get control over the treble, bass, and volume. Just on-off switch. It's Bluetooth, so I can connect it with my phone, or I can connect it via these. What are these called? These connected to RCA cables, and these are the speaker outs. And I just have it hooked up to the wall. Now I just need to plug these into the back here. This is a lot harder to do one-handed. Is that plugged in all the way? No, the bottom one's not. There we go. Okay, that's one panel. Let's get the cable for this other panel out of the way. I'm just going to be resting them up against this board. It's going to kind of distort the sound a bit, but that's okay. That's not the permanent solution. Okay, let's do the bottom one first this time. No. Good. All right, so that's them. This is the one I have here that's set up at the center, and this one here is set up at the 3/5, 2/5, or 2/5, 3/5. By the way, such a pretty plant. Monstera and Monstera deliciosa. Brand new leaf coming out. Another leaf coming out over there. Anyway, that's not what this is about. Now, that's my DAC. That's the output. I'm going to set this up also. I can do it with my phone's Bluetooth, but that's not so good because I'm recording with my phone also. So let me get that moved over here and set up as well. All right, now I've cleaned everything up. I had to kind of daisy chain some power to that DAC going over to the speaker amp. The speaker amp's all plugged in and everything. So let's do it. I gotta play stuff from my computer. Let's go. What's something fun to listen to that's not gonna get copyright striked? But everything's gonna get copyright striked though. I know. Scarlet Fire. I gotta change where the sound is going. Actually, flip the switch, and you are getting USB input. Flipping the switch. I'm gonna keep it on low volume for now. So, is this the... That's not... I guess that is. That's so loud though. Wrong speakers anyway. Let me choose the audio output. There we go, my deck. Now, it should be playing. Let me turn the volume all the way up. Then this volume's all the way down because that cable is getting the sound over here. That's the sound of these panels. Probably not picking up super great. Hey, boy. Very even sound. And they would sound better if I had them suspended. It's really cool. You can feel the vibrations. But I gotta figure out how I'm gonna mount them. I would play more stuff, but I don't want the video to get taken down because I'm putting it on YouTube. Imagine what other things would sound like. I can even... I was just adjusting the knobs. It's fun. It's fun. There we go. And turned it down a little bit. It's good. It's cool. I hope the audio picked up well. They sound good. They sound better if they're suspended. But very fun.